Hey gardeners, I hope you're having a great week so far. I just wanted to make this quick video for you for this upcoming Sunday. I am actually in downtown Savannah, and I apologize if cars go by and they're really loud, but I wanted to share something really fast. First of all, if you were here last Sunday and you survived and you're coming back, thank you. We had a lot of families who haven't been here this summer, I think, come back to church, and their kids probably weren't used to being in service or in the classes anymore, and so we just had a really challenging Sunday. But because of that, we're going to prepare ourselves for this Sunday. So I have a couple of things that I want to share with you. First of all, let me start by sharing something from Ephesians 6, 10 through 18, and it's called the Armor of God. It says, "Finally, be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take a stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Put on the full armor of God so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything to stand firm then with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil ones. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. And pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep praying for all the Lord's people." And I wanted to bring that up because in order for us to move forward prepared to handle what happens in the garden, we have to not only be strong in our armor of God, but we have to be strong in a couple other areas. This week, what we're teaching the kids comes from 2 Kings, and it's 5, 1 through 14. And it's the story of Naaman and how he is a king of an army, but he's still a soldier. He was diagnosed with leprosy, and there was a young girl who was captive, and she became his mistress. Well, she suggested to her master that he should go see a prophet and samurai who would cure him of his leprosy. And basically the story of this is how Naaman thought that he was just going to be able to show up at this prophet's house. This prophet was going to wave his hand over his body and he would be cured of leprosy. But the point of what we're teaching is that I can do what God asks me to do even when it's hard. And that's the Bible story that we're sharing this week. And so the reason why I'm tying in the armor of God and the story is because last week was hard. It was really hard for the teachers to stand firm in ministry, to practice patience, and to just kind of roll with the punches. Only because, and I say that, not roll with the punches, but really I say that because we did have an abundance of children. And looking forward to what's coming next, I want to be sure that all of us are equipped. So here's what I want to do with you guys. I would ask that you pray that you have received the full armor of God. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and read the full story from 2 Kings regarding the lesson. And then come Sunday, I also want you to practice a lot of patience. We've got parents who haven't been here in a while. We had an abundance of children. We had to open up classrooms at the last minute. But we have to be prepared. And being prepared in ministry comes from several different aspects. So pray over the armor of God. Read your story of what we're teaching this week, which is included in the email. I send a link to it. And then come Sunday, just know that you've done what you need to do to equip yourself to move forward. Because collectively, when we do this, we're able to take our ministry from one spot of struggling and push forward through our opportunities and take it to a whole nother level. So that's my encouragement for this week. I just want to ask you guys to do that. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you Sunday. And I will be strong. You will be strong, and we're going to do it. It's going to be a great morning. Thanks, guys.